You know what? I need to change some of these settings. Filters, add, you want compression, noise suppression, and limiter, I believe. Right? I can't remember. Hold on, I gotta find that. Not that. Best mic settings for OBS streaming.
As an OBS studio, not having good audio quality in your videos and live streams. After all, audio is probably the most important aspect when it comes to the audio from versus just pulling all of the audio that might be playing through the computer. As for the mic auxiliary,
okay, right here.
To filters. And this is where we're going to be able to add these OBS filters that are built right within the software. Let's click on the plus button, and the first filter we are going to add is noise suppression. Select OK. And the method we're going to use is RN noise, which is good quality, more CPU usage. But if you have a relatively newer, modern PC, this really doesn't take up much resources at all, and it does a really good job at getting rid of any remaining droning or fan sounds in your background. The next audio source we're going to add is the noise gate. Select that. Select OK. The purpose of this filter is to mute your microphone audio if it drops below a certain decibel level. This is great for when you stop talking, so background noises or droning sounds won't come through the microphone when you're not speaking. Now, the numbers that they give you here are a great starting point, but since I've already tested this out with this cheaper microphone, I found that the best numbers for me are -43 for the close threshold and then open threshold 38. And the reason why I push these down is because at the higher points that were set by default, I experienced some clipping in the audio due to the fact that a louder volume of sound needed to come through in order to open up this gate. So if you're experiencing audio that doesn't sound quite right when you start talking or in talking, tweak these to be lower, but not low enough to where background noise starts coming through. The next filter you guys can add is the 3-band equalizer. Go ahead and select OK. And the purpose of this filter is to adjust the tone, shape, and character of your voice. So if you want to get that more radio or high quality podcasting sound, this is where you can make that magic happen. Now, the settings that I typically like to set this at is having the high frequency at about 2. The mid frequency, I keep that as is. And then I put the low frequency also at around 2. You can feel free to play around with this, but I would recommend keeping the shape the way that I have it. The next filter we're going to want to add here is the compressor. The purpose of this filter is to reduce the microphone audio level if you are screaming into the microphone to prevent it from peaking or clipping. At the same time, boost the audio if you are talking very quietly into the microphone so that it can still be heard. So let's start here by looking at the threshold. This is how much we want the audio to be reduced once it hits that maximum point. You can comfortably set this anywhere between -15 and -20 decibel levels. I liked -18, so we're just going to keep that. Looking at the ratio is how much we want that audio to be minimized or compressed once it does hit this threshold. 10 is definitely too high. It should really be between 3 to 4. I'm gonna go with 3 here for my ratio. The output gain down here boosts the level of the audio after the compression has been applied. So anywhere between 3 and 6 is pretty good. I'm gonna go with about 4, and then attack and release, we'll keep that as default. One more filter we wanna add to the microphone, so let's select the plus button, and this time we are gonna add a limiter. Select OK. The way that this filter works is literally in its name, as it limits the level of audio that is allowed to be hit. So whatever you set here, once it hits that point, any audio that tries to go above it is going to be automatically brought down. So anywhere between -3 to -6 is a good range for this, and possibly a little bit more depending on how you've set the gain of your microphone up on the hardware itself. But for this microphone, I'm just gonna keep it at -6. I'm comfortable with it there. Let's
People always ask
this out, and I think now we gotta hear a little compare and contrast test. This is a test of the toner microphone without any filters applied whatsoever. Listen to the audio. How does it sound? Do you like the way it sounds naturally without any filters applied? And now this is what the microphone sounds like with the filter.
I don't know. I guess we'll just see. We'll see how it goes. You know what? Bet this is it right here. See, I had this lowered. That way, I don't know. Jesus. I don't know. Let's just do it. Let's go. I'll worry about this later. Did I get any wood? I have not. Let's just go ahead and punch this tree. How is this looking? Well, you could hear that really bad. How is this looking? Oh, look, I got crystal and mellow right here. Is that true, Don? Great. Where the hell? Damn, that's way over there. Those things are still coming after me? What the heck? I want to look at something real quick. I hate this. Send it again. Guess it's me. Okay. So there's that. So I don't need this no more. Now let's pull this. Let's pull chat out. Looky there. Looky there. What is going on? What the heck? Why did that turn all the way down? What the helly? Find something that I can take out. This stuff would be easy enough to take out. What the heck? Oh, okay. Cool. It's cool.